Alright, so as you can see, I have a build here for my Diablo 4 character, my Necromancer. I just went through all of my armor and equipment, and now I'm going to show you my skills and what I have put into them. This build is a crowd control blight build. It's based mostly on crowd controlling the enemy with whether it's stun, fear, immobilize, whatever you want. And it's also based on blight. So we'll take a look at my skills here. Let's go right here. So to start it off, I'll explain a little bit in depth why I chose what I chose. So I picked Hemorrhage. I know it doesn't follow darkness skills like Blight and Sever, but I chose it for the Fortify and the creation of Blood Orbs. So every time you hit an enemy with this, you gain so much base life to fortify you. So it's a little boost in armor, kind of. I consider it armor. It's extra health. The creation of blood orbs, and that is mainly it. So that's my main skill attack. Let's go down to my core skills. So it's a blight build, so I put as much as I could into blight. And as you can see, I picked Enhanced Blight, which slows enemies, another crowd control effect. And also, I picked Paranormal Blight, because it also gives 30% to immobilize. So, yeah, it's a pretty good stun effects. And then I also chose Sever as a darkness skill because overall I picked Shadow Blight, so that is my reasoning behind picking 2 core darkness skills. So Sever the modifiers are enhanced sever. Uh, basically, any enemy in its path, it deals extra damage. This I did for the vulnerable ability over this, mostly because I don't have minions. Um, but yeah, it makes the enemy vulnerable, so that is why I picked Sever. Huge Flesh, I have 3 into because I create a lot of corpses. Um, let's go down to Corpse and Macabre skills. So, first I put 1 into this, Blood Mist, because it's, makes you invulnerable. Uh, and it leaves behind corpses. And I don't really have a use for this because I'm not basing my damage on overpower. But yeah, this is a way to make you invincible for a couple of seconds in case you get stunned or frozen. So Corpse Explosion, I've got bonused, but I haven't maxed out. And I do Corpse Explosion's Radius and Blighted Corpse Explosion. So it becomes a darkness skill. I have 1 into Bone Prison over here because of its effect down here, the Ghostly Bone Prison. So I use it on bosses or elites, and it automatically makes the monster vulnerable while it's inside of it. I could put more into it, but I have him spread out a little bit more. Um, so yeah, and I do a lot of vulnerable damage, or at least I try to. So yeah, that's why I have Bone Prison on as a select skill. Consuming a corpse generates 6 essence, so I have a way to get my mana back. I would like to put more into this, but some amulets you get give you bonuses, and I am just looking for one that does. Let's move on to curse skills. So you deal 12%, that's amplified damage to cursed enemies. I have Decrepify maxed because I have a heart, wrathful, or a malignant heart that causes me to automatically use Decrepify when a monster is around. So I have Horde Decrepify because it's just, I mean, why wouldn't you? Um, so here's some more crowd control with Lucky Hit. Let's go down here. Corpse and Maccabi skills. So I have 1 in each of these just so I could get this up here. Hitting enemies with blood skills has a 30% chance to fortify for 8% life. And that goes with my main skill attack. My basic skill is a blood skill, so I can fortify with even more life. Yep, yep. When a corpse is formed, fortify. That's just to get the fortify skill to automatically go off, is why I have necrotic carapace on. But yeah, as you can see, I don't have any in corpse, any in that, bone spirit, or that. Ultimate skills, I have none in ultimate skills, but I do have 1 in this, standalone, so I can get 3 in Memento Mori. So I don't use any warriors or mages, so it automatically gives me 60% increase to the sacrifice that they have. And then we'll go down to my passive, and as I showed you, it's Shadow Blight. So I do a lot of shadow damage with Sever and um, Blight itself. So that is why I enjoy Shadow Blight. Paragons is whatever. Do whatever you want. Get whatever nodes you want. I mean, I just went random. Right now I'm trying to get this one. But, like, I don't have that legendary node yet. So, just go with what you feel and what you think is going to max out your stats. So sacrifice bonuses, as I was talking about, is boosted 60%. So this right here is boosted 60%. You deal 15% increased shadow damage. So I mean, that's a lot of shadow damage now. 15% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. So as I told you before, I use the Bone Prison to make vulnerable enemies. And the golems, your maximum life is increased by 10%, but you lose. So I did that because these ones, I don't really like the effects. I mean, critical strike damage would be good, but I'm not doing a lot of critical strike chance. I'm doing more lucky hit chance. So iron would be good, but I'm doing blood just so I can survive. Anyways, take a peek at, you can go back to the beginning of the video and take a peek at the aspects that I have on here and also the stats that are boosted, and tell me what you think. If I did a good build or not. I'll post a video of me actually playing here shortly. Alright, Johnny out.